Boy, look at the rope on that second one. My goodness. That bugger is one that I want this spring. Boy, does he have a rope. Holy moly. That's the thunder chicken I want to kill here in a few months. That thing's got a paintbrush. It is the 6th of March, and I had looked and looked and looked this weekend for sheds and didn't find a single horn. And Sunday evening, I grabbed all these trail camera cards and looked at them, and there's a big 6-point that lost his right side, I believe, right or left side. And he was a deer that I thought was spending most of his time across the road, but he'd kind of transitioned and now was coming over here onto Brian's right behind the house. So I could see that it just lost that horn. So I'm just kind of grid searching these fields after work, and right here is not the horn I was looking for. This is another 2.5-year-old 6-point, but it's a different one. And its horn's laying right here. And this is really fresh because this buck had its antlers 3 days ago. So it just lost it. It was crossing Brian's field here, going to the standing corn. And I was just riding the e-bike up and down the field looking, and here it laid. Pick it right up. Still a little, got some blood on there. But this isn't the buck that I was looking for. It's the 6-point I was looking for is actually quite a bit bigger than this. It's a 3.5-year-old buck. This is a 2.5-year-old 6-point. So we're gonna keep grid searching the field and see if we can come up with anything else. Well, I've been grid searching this entire field all the way up, and as you guys seen, I found this 2.5-year-old 6-point or 3-point side. And that camera I have that's right on the hedgerow here between Brian and I's has that big 3.5-year-old 6-point crossing back from the corn over here toward Brian's, and he only had its right side. I think it was his right side left. So I think the other side's in the corn or over there in the red brush somewhere. And I just started coming up this hedgerow right here, and right there it lays. He just dropped this in the last few nights here, the night that he probably was on the trail camera. So the camera's right there on the other side of the hedgerow. He's just coming right up through here and lost its antler right there. He was gonna go right up the edge of the hedgerow and bed over in there somewhere. This is actually the same path that Paul would take a lot. The buck that I've got 3 years worth of sheds off of. But that is pretty awesome. This is a spitting, actually these two bucks are probably related. Let's pick that sucker up. Look at the similarities in those two. So you have a 2.5-year-old 6-point, and then you've got your 3.5-year-old 6-point. They look pretty darn similar. That's how you know you've got kind of a 6-point problem around here. These are both probably offspring to the big 6 that Carl's son Corey killed down the road on the creek bottom. Now we're seeing lots of big 6-point genes around here. Boy, that 6-point's got a big base on him. We'll keep kind of grid searching Brian's field here, and then we'll go across and see if we can find this one in the corn, because I think it's just dropped it in there. So I did get over to the corn and didn't have any luck. It started snowing extremely hard, and I wasn't able to really look anymore. And then this is the next evening, and you can see there's 2 or 3 bucks that still have antlers out there, a couple small ones. But the snow kind of shut me down. I took some video. There was, from the house that night, I could count over 40 deer between Brian's and then ours up the gas well piece and then the food plot. There was deer out everywhere. But just a few of them still had horns. They're kind of fighting each other there a little bit, and it's cool. You can actually see like which deer or which swagger's out there, and when he turns around and walks away, you can see. You can't see him right here, but a little while ago you could see him walking because he has that really weird walk to him. But they were really coming out that night and trying to get down to Brian's new seating there. We'll get on to the next portion of this video now. Well, I'm in the standing corn and I'm looking for the other side to that big 6. I think he lost it in here somewhere. At least I think it's on this side of the road somewhere, because he crossed this field out here with one side and I found the other side laying over there. So I think it's over here somewhere, but we just stumbled across this shed right here in the corn. We'll go ahead and pick that sucker up. Just a little guy. That's the second shed though. We've only been out here a little bit. I've been looking for the other side to that big 6 I found on the beginning of this video, and I really thought it was going to be in this corn, and it wasn't. I looked all over the place, just about every single row, and it's not in here. So I'm going to look in the red brush and stuff, but I want to get this corn knocked down as quick as possible. So I took the roller and knocked it all down, and so all this thatch is going to burn, and then we'll be ready to go. And I think I'm going to do soybeans in here. So we're going to look for that other side of that big 6 in the red brush. I think it might be in there. I know for a fact it wasn't in this corn. So hoping the wind would pick up a little bit and take that fire right down the field, but it might be just a little wet yet. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the shed hunting for this year. I actually wasn't ever able to find the other side to that 3.5-year-old 6-point that was crossing the road into the corn. That's really the only buck that I was kind of looking for that I wasn't able to find both sides to. Obviously, these are all the sheds from this year, and had a pretty good year. That's the 6-point I wanted to find the other side to, and look at all these darn 6-points. We got a 6-point thing going here. But found some awesome matches. These bucks are all going to be really good deer next year, so we're looking forward to that. And with that, unless I find some more sheds when I'm not expecting to, we'll wrap these shed hunting videos up. So thanks for watching, everybody. One thing I wanted to mention too, on one of the last videos that I had from a previous time when I was burning some of the agricultural fields that I had planted, people said, well, it's a burn ban, you can't burn. Yes, there is a burn ban in place right now. I think it goes till like May 20th or something, but there's exceptions to that. On the DEC website, organic agricultural waste may be burned on site where they are grown or generated, including brush and wood produce, clearing fields, and other activities, as long as it's contained and there's somebody there watching it. So it's totally legal to burn on a field, or there's other reasons that you can burn too. Prescribed burns, the burning of forest land to achieve vegetative or wildlife management goal. This can be performed. You got to have clearance though through the Department of Conservation to do like a timber stand improvement burn this time of year. But otherwise, you can burn all you want as long as it's on an agricultural field of some sort. So thanks for watching. We'll have more coming soon.